fights, we dissect the game. Chair shots, still locks, Hall of Fame names. Voices slam like a pile driver claim. From Cali to the mat, it's the gold we proclaim. Evolve with the grind, evolve with the sound. Evolve in the ring, bodies hit the ground. P.U.W.F feel the weight of the crown. 1, 2, 3, the king's been found. Elbow drops, yeah we talk the heat. From the ropes to the plot, it's a masterpiece. Underdog vibes and the crowd repeat. Every move, every groove, make the history sweet. Mike's on fire like a flaming table.
I feel so fresh and so clean with that new intro.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 30 of the WWE Evolve with P.U.W.F podcast post review. I'm joined today with EOD 33 Hub. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well.
For real, Terrell, which then will proceed to TJ Wolfie. Go.
Oh, yes. What's going on, everybody? My name is Terrell, and this is my lady, the beautiful werewolf.
Hello, it's CJ Wolfie. How y'all doing?
And together we are For Real
Love.
And we are joined by Mr. Invisible, Miss Invisible, EOD, Coach on the ones and twos, and with new eras come new intros, y'all.
That's right.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you, Flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate that.
We are in the ESPN era. It's not starting too good for the main card, but Evolve is still keeping that flavor just like NXT.
True that.
Speaking of
that flavor, Coach, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. Glad to be here. I missed last week because I was a bit sick, but I'm very happy to be back.
Of course. I'm glad you are back. And by the way, check out his episode on episode 30. It was really he set up a lot of things that I had to rewatch Evolve again to really think about the stuff. I want to put that out there. Cardi M, how are you, you sexy woman?
I'm doing good. Happy to be here. Coach, I'm glad you're feeling better. Also, shout out to For Real Love and EOD and P.U.W.F for winning the BCB awards. That's what I'm calling them because I don't remember the actual name. But you guys know.
If the year was stolen, it should be Cardi M. Anyway.
Yes.
Let's start this off with Prime Minister Stevie Turner in the back, and I have the transcripts here. Let's see if I actually have it in the background. No, I can kind of use this too, so it kind of works out. All right, Stevie Turner announces that in 3 weeks we will have the first ever PLE in Evolve called Succession. We don't know how long it's going to be, but we're going to figure it out. It is a mandatory stipulation of that PLE that both men and women's Evolve Championship must be defended on the same night. Which Coach asks, I think Coach or Not Lost in Japan asks if you've ever done the same night, and the answer is no. There's never been ever a men's and a women's championship on the same night. Back-to-back weeks, but never on the same night. She also announces that they will do a number one contenders match to decide the men's and women's. I want to put that out there that she said that before she came the hell out. And before we continue, there is a rumor, a small rumor, but is a rumor that she's going to announce, and Coach actually said this too, that she might be announcing the tag team belts at Succession. Now, knowing that there might be a tag team match to determine the tag team championship, minus it's Skull and Jamar because Jamar's hurt. We'll talk about that later. EOD, should there be a triple threat tag match for Succession? And should it be for the belts? And we'll just go quick answers one by one.
No. Not a triple threat. I don't want a triple threat. One-on-one.
Wow. Okay, damn. Terrell?
Aha, made it back. No, I'm playing. No, I had to get some water. But no. The announcement for the first televised program, the first PLE, is actually pretty dope because I see that they're taking Evolve to a whole nother level. And shout out to Callie for putting her foot down. Tired of these three-way matches, man. Let me do some one-on-one so people can stop playing with me. I ain't get pinned. I ain't lose the match. It don't matter if you still didn't win the belt. So let me go ahead and get this 1v1 so I can show people I ain't playing with y'all. Shout out to Kelly.
Not the cow. We'll get to that later, but that's a good point. No, okay, fine. Cardi M.
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't get to that yet. My bad.
Yeah, my bad. No, sorry, Cardi. Terrell. Triple threat match, tag team belts, and Succession. Yes or no?
Wait, say that again.
Triple threat match for the tag team championships because they might announce it at Succession.
Just to make it tricky, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have the top 3 tag teams go ahead and fight for the belt.
I'll say who the top 3 are later. I actually know who they are. Cardi, triple threat tag team match, yes or no?
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Okay. Thank you for that. Cardi, I'm not Cardi. CJ Wolfie, triple threat tag match at Succession, yes or no?
How many okay, besides it's Gall and Jamar being counted out now since Jamar hurt. Okay, we got Julian Drip. We got those two big dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Swipe White.
That's it. There's 4. There's 4.
See,
there's Mathers and Rourke. There is
Mathers
them
Rourke,
too. And there is TNT. But TNT, he ain't around. And Marcus and Aaron Rourke have been losing. So think of the 3 teams who have been winning. Put that out there.
See, that's thing. Yeah, TNT still on there. I would say no, and they can have a tournament.
Okay.
But since it's just 3, I think they probably no choice but to do triple threat. If there's just only like 3 teams that's there currently.
Would have been 4, but
yeah.
Tragedy. All right, that's fine. Coach, triple threat tag match at Succession, no?
No, honestly not. I'm tired of all these triple threat matches for championships. I'd rather just have a straight one-on-one match. Like you can eliminate one of the teams through like a round robin or something, but like I don't want a 3-on-3 match or triple threat. Sorry.
Okay, all right, I hear that. Again, we don't know how long this pay-per-view is going to be. Thinking about it, you can do 60 minutes, and it's a 20-minute match for men, 20-minute match for women's, and then you can put a couple of segments in there. But there needs to be something more. There, like in all takeovers, there used to be like the title matches, and then there would be a grudge match or like a random match. Like there has to be something in that PLE that kind of like fit and designed that. I'll talk about that later. I have some candidates. Next up, we have Kendall Gray coming out. Kendall Gray comes out for the past 7 months. Wendy Chu has been terrorizing Evolve. And last week, I was able to make her say I quit. Y'all remember that? Which was last week. Yeah, we remember that. We were okay. Then Callie Armstrong comes out, and I love this. Oh, hey, let's give a round of applause for Kendall. Yo, she's strong, right? Psych. And I heard that part. Like you think you bad, like everything else. Then Chantal comes out. Okay, this is the part I want to say. Oh, no, absolutely not. Okay, I'm just going to stop this right here because I know exactly what's going on. So if Evolve, they're having their very first to be special. It's not going to be the Indifference Maker and the Mighty Mouse here, absolutely. And Callie Armstrong says, watch your mouth. And Chantel says, absolutely not. Standing her ground. I like that. Like, no, I will diss you in front of your face. I'm not scared of you. I like that. And Chantel Moreau says, Callie, that towel looks beautiful. But it should be in the reflection of perfection because it's just in the hands of the wrong woman. I think it should be around something like that. Kendall Gray said, stop. Chantel, we're not having time here to sit and listen to all the nicknames that you call yourself. You've had your title shot, and you dropped the ball multiple times. True. We'll put that out there. Chantel Morales says, oh, girl, please, I would be the champion right now if it wasn't for Kylie Ray messing me up that fatal 4-way, but we don't have to worry about that because I took care of her. Thank you. So she's implying that she did a nice little scheme to get her pregnant to knock her out of the system. What's going on here, ladies and gentlemen? Is that the new Brian Pillman? Instead of Pillmanizing, you get him pregnant? Is that it now? No. Anyway, Callie Armstrong says, then Stevie Turner comes out, and Callie Armstrong says, like, look, Stevie, I know what you're going to say about this whole triple threat thing. I'm like, Callie, let her speak, because she wasn't going to say that, but you jumped the gun like a Karen. But I love that she said this. She said specifically this part. I think I have it right here. Here we go. When Callie has logic, I respect it.
These chicks be complaining. They be whining and talking about you didn't pin me. I wasn't in it. I was all these excuses and I ain't got time for it. When that bell rings and I'm still the winner, I want them to know it's simply because I was better.
Thank you, Kelly, for that. Actually saying the truth, like, oh, I wasn't there, I wasn't pinned, none of that crap. I like that. Like, I love that a champion is actually being smart for one thing. I don't want to hear all this whole little thing that the Raw and SmackDown does for weeks. No. Stevie Turner says, well, we'll have this right now. Not now, but for the main event, Kendall Gray versus Chantel Monroe. Whoever wins will fight Kelly Armstrong and Succession. EOD, thoughts on the promo?
I thought it was a really good promo. I like the fact that now she's calling herself, or I guess other people's calling Kendall the arm breaker, because of what she does. She also told, I think it was Chantel, like everybody looks the same when their backs on the mat and she's got their arm or something like that. I don't know if she was telling it to Kendall or I just remember her saying. I was like, oh yeah, that's a pretty cool line. I did like how Callie came out and basically explained, look, she don't want a triple threat match. She wants just a one-on-one for the reasons that the video displayed. That look, whoever loses is going to complain they weren't the one that got pinned, so then they're going to be coming after it. So let's just squash this. And it was Stevie. I don't think she specifically said in the beginning it was going to be a one-on-one match, and I can't remember, but I did know because she's been coming out there. She's always making these triple threat matches. So Callie just like, look, just slow your roll. Let me get this out and everything. And Stevie like kind of looked like, okay, well, we're gonna have this one-on-one match, and whoever wins, it's gonna be the number one contender. So I like that. So overall, the segment was like really good. And Callie, she's still playing that little tweener thing she's got going on, because I thought she was really going to be disrespectful to Kendall, but she gave her props and everything, and also to Stevie Ray, because she said she never wanted to disrespect her, or Stevie Turner, sorry, and even though she was about to disrespect her, but but the fact she did mention it first, I did that's progress. So
okay, before we get to Terrell, I want to put out this thing that Stevie Turner said. And I quote, see here, to be special session where for the very first time, both the men and women's Evolve Championship will be defended for the very same night. The contenders for both those championships will be decided over the next 2 weeks. And end quote. So Stevie did say that. There will be contenders. Terrell, your thoughts on the promo?
Well, I already gave my thoughts earlier because I had jumped ahead. I didn't know exactly where I jumped in at, but I thought it was a really good promo. Like I said, it was presented very well. And I also like, how Kelly Armstrong, just put her foot down and let everybody, like let Stevie know, she's tired of the three-way matches. She's tired of people making up excuses as to how they didn't get pinned and different things like that. And, she just want that one-on-one so she can prove to people that, it doesn't take much to stay champion.
Sure. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
All right. Cardi M, your thoughts on the promo?
Sorry, I was trying to get my mic to turn on. I like the promo. I thought there was good dialogue between everybody. I like the way that Chantel Monroe came out, and she's still doing that whole like, I'm a heel, but I want you guys to view me as a baby face. So you should be cheering for me. Like, why are you not cheering for me? Yeah, it was a good segment.
All right, you come out a little choppy. Find a spot again. Thank you, baby. CJ Wolfie.
Yeah, I like the promo, and I'm really glad that she didn't make this a triple threat, because we got tired of triple threats. So yeah, I like that. No, Chantel, she's coming back up in the ranks and trying to go after the title, which is good. And yeah, I like it.
Okay, you hear that, Coach?
I really like this, specifically because I was surprised with how natural Kendall Gray felt on the mic. Like, I knew she was okay on the mic, but I didn't really know. She felt very natural. She felt like she's been doing this a while. It's like she keeps getting better every single week. And that really impressed me with her. And especially with Callie, who, like, I feel like she gave more babyface energy here than Kendall. Kendall kind of felt heelish in this promo a tiny bit. And then, yeah, I'm glad it's also not made triple threat, because that's what I thought at first, because I thought they're just going to put Chantel in to take a pin. But I'm glad we're getting it one on one. Like I said, I think this could be the biggest women's match on Evolve.
Could be. Other than like the Kylie Wendy Chu last woman standing match, that was a good match. Or the 4-way eliminator for the championship. That was a good match for the women's. That was a good match for the women's. Now, Shawn Legacy promo where they're interweaving X promos from X into it. This is the promo that he couldn't find his trunks and Carl had his trunks, and that's what every week Shawn Legacy does this. Every single week, he's trying to copy its Gall. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Someone put up the great point. It doesn't work when you put these Evolve commercials in Evolve. You need to put them someplace else. It makes sense putting them someplace else so some people can see them. But if you only put them in Evolve, no one's going to know about the Shawn Legacy thing unless people actually watch it. Makes no sense. But again, shout out to Carl. I like you. Next up, Stevie Turner runs into the Vanity Project backstage. I have a picture of this. A lot of things happen here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to break this down as fast as I can, but pretty much, indirectly. Vanity Project are backstage. Stevie Turner runs into them. But before that, they were kind of crapping on Bryce Donovan a little bit. Stevie Turner walks in. Jackson Drake wants Stevie Turner to tell him who's defending the Evolve Championship against Succession. Stevie tells Jackson that she never wants to hear him refer himself in the third person. Ricky Smokes says, "Look, that's Jackson Drake. That's classic Jackson." Then he starts flirting with Stevie Turner. Stevie Turner gets disgusted. Zeta Steel's like, "You're gonna get me too'd. Shut up." And he puts his head in shame. I'll put that out there. Let's see. Ricky then doing something quickly. Stevie thought that Jackson's triple threat match with Keanu and Carver and Brooks Jensen was just incredible. Jackson doesn't want to run that back. He doesn't. Stevie wants to see a one-on-one match for the championship. Keanu Carver will battle Brooks Jensen, and the winner of that match will face Jackson Drake in Succession. What Stevie says goes, and she walks away. So we're gonna skip that. Real quick, EOD thoughts on this promo. Stevie Turner getting accosted by Ricky Smokes. Go.
I thought it was really good, and I think I said a couple weeks ago, I think that Ricky Smokes has a little thing for Stevie Turner. So I'm glad they kind of played that up a little bit here. And yeah, you're right. They were still doing the Bryce Donovan thing, but it wasn't too bad here.
Yeah.
And I did like the fact that it looked like they were unified front, and how Drake was being ultra misogynistic. I guess that's his character now and everything. And the fact that he didn't even want to fight either one of them to begin with in any combination, but it's gonna happen. And then they had since they're gonna fight Chase U. You had a Chase U music, and they're talking about oh sorry, Mike, don't you got someplace to be? I like the way they did that, the transition out of this to the actual match. I did like that part. So
Okay, do that, Terrell. You're muted, Terrell. There you go.
Yeah, I thought the backstage segment was actually pretty funny. I'm not even gonna lie. It was not really a lot. Well, not really too much going on, but I think Jackson was just being he was being a little extra. You know what I'm saying? Talking about himself in third person, but it's also creative at the same time. Because it kind of reminded me of It's Gall a little bit, just a little bit. So yeah, it was pretty dope.
Okay, Cardiac. Thought the promo.
Same as usual. Well, not really. I think the direction they've been going with the Vanity Project and this whole slow Bryce over.
Still choppy.
Yeah, he's definitely full of himself. Also, I like the way he smells. As soon as Stevie kind of was and make himself look good, so he definitely has a crush on her. Yeah.
This is little bits and pieces. Little bits and pieces. CJ Wolfie.
It's a pretty good promo, and yeah, like Ricky Smokes got a little thing for Stevie, so he trying to shoot his shot with her every time. But yeah, pretty high promo. And Jason Drake, he's still champion. He gonna be feeling himself, so I guess he wanted to just try to talk in third person, be a little good thing to add on to his character too. So ain't nothing wrong with it, but yeah, it's pretty high.
All right, that's fine. Coach.
I also really liked it. I feel like every single week, Jackson Drake's kind of getting a bit more and more deranged. Not like psychotic, but he's like his ego is getting way too big every
Yep.
single week, and especially tonight.
Yep.
Even, like not just here, but after his promo later on, it's like
Come on,
he's
come
really feeling himself, and I think like it's going to be a generational crash out once he loses that championship.
Mhm.
on. Okay, I respect that. It's card. Just freaking Ricky smokes. Here, Armand. Maybe you want to say Cardi?
No, I said I agree with you, Coach. I would call it Delulu energy a little bit.
Okay, thank
Delulu.
you. The first, wherever you were in the first 5 seconds, stay there because you sound perfect. All right, let's get to the next match. First match, actually, not even the next match. First match is Chase University versus Swipe Right. I have it right here in the background, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. Okay. Chase University with Andre Chase. I love that Robert Stone called him a fraud, and like these guys are good guys. Uriah Connor's a fourth generation wrestler. His dad, I think his dad or his granddad was like an OG Evolve member. I don't know what his name was, but he was actually one of the founders of Evolve. So I love that. This was a very good match back and forth. It's funny when you see a tag team in Evolve, whereas in a tag team for NXT, Chase University was there to kind of like have moral support. He jumped over Chase University to be on top of Vanity Project. There was, by the way, the whole time Jackson Drake is kind of like touching and pushing Bryce Donovan's shoulder and telling him to watch these moves at specific times. Like, watch this. Look how they're doing it here. Da, 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 da. They kind of like show him like a lesson. I'm like, you need to stop that. In the end, give me a second. In the end, it's a total disaster. Jackson says that. Wrong one. Oopsies. Here we go. In the end, it was like the super. Like, what was that name called? Coach, the super swipe, the
Super swipe.
the
Yeah, super
super
fun.
swipe, right? Okay, yeah, super swipe for
Mhm.
the win. Um, I give this match a B. And if Chase University ain't working out at NXT, stay and Evolve. You're not really doing anything, so just get better. That's what I say. Coach, your thoughts on this match?
I think it was a really good match. I said it in my video too. I really enjoyed Chase University on Evolve. I feel like they fit here way better than they do in NXT. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like this vibe here, but it's way better. And I like that Swipe Right picked up the victory. Especially against a team like this who were a lot bigger than them, technically a lot bigger than them. But yeah, I think it was a really good match. For me, what was most important was what came after the match. But yeah, overall the match was really good. I'd say B plus.
Okay. Uh, Cardi M, thoughts and rating of the match. Chase University versus Swipe Right.
First of all, does my audio sound okay?
Yes, perfect. Don't move.
Okay. 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 My thoughts on this match. I agree that Chase U is kind of matching the vibe at Evolve. I kind of thought that they should have won, to be honest. The match was okay. I'll rate it like a B, B minus. It yeah, it was okay. And I don't know, yeah. That's all I can really say about it. It was a decent match. Nothing bad to say. I do wish they had won, just because like it technically was their debut. But Alex said, "Oh, they've had a losing streak on NXT, so they're going to be losing on Evolve too." But I disagree with that. But yeah,
All right, that's fine. Senior Wolf is gonna pop in a second. She'll pop in. Terrell, your thoughts on rating of the match?
This tag team match, I will have to give a B plus. For the plus, the match was pretty good. Um, the back and forth between both tag teams is great. I think adding Chase U on to the roster of Evolve was a good addition because they did kind of have like this bad losing streak on NXT. Well, not even really bad, but they had a bad losing streak on NXT. So I was thinking that maybe they'll see some light on Evolve tonight, but I mean last night, but honestly they didn't. So I think the right team won because swipe right.
Okay,
Yeah, feel me?
Yep, I get that. All right.
Oh,
CJ Whoopi, thoughts and rating of the match?
I love this match. It's a good back and forth between the two, and Chase U is improving a lot. They've been showcasing very impressive lately, especially how they was this past Tuesday on NXT as well. They got good chemistry as a tag team. I kind of hoping to see more of them on it on here, really on both, if they can showcase them on there. But yeah, the right team won. I really expect really Chase U to win this match. So that's why keep them, get pushing up to pushing up to be up there, be one of the top teams in Evolve right now. So they the big top group in Evolve right now. So yeah, it was pretty good match. I give it like a B+.
All right. EOD?
Yeah, for me, this was like a really good match, and like CJ said, like they were really impressive on NXT this past week, and I'm not sure if they're on Evolve or not because I know it was like more of a special thing, so I don't know if they're kind of on there, but I like the whole college vibe with the frat boy vibe because that's what Vanity Project is. Frat boys, they give like fraternity, so it was kind of good. I actually thought they would probably team up at some point. I never thought they would actually wrestle each other, but I'm like, it was really, really good. And to me, I believe the right team won because of the storyline that they're doing for Vanity Project. As in, we're all doing this, and we have one loose end that's not holding up their bargain. So I did like it. And anytime Swipe Right actually does tag team stuff without the gimmicks and stuff, they show just how good of a tag team they actually are and everything. They do the whole hundos and everything, but in the ring, they can get it done. So I really liked it. I give it a B.
Okay. Yeah, go on. Whoever's talking, go on.
I wonder if maybe this match was supposed to be instead of Chase University, it's Gal and Jamar Hampton, but because Jamar Hampton got injured, they had to find a replacement.
That could be
I
it
don't
as
know
an
how
audible. That would
Very
make a
good
lot more
point.
sense.
Yeah, depending on when they taped it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Or maybe they retaped it because of that, and they can't do any of the Jamar stuff that they already have because of this going forward. That could be a possibility.
And that's sad too, because imagine imagine this: if it was actually good, it's Gall and Jamar, that means they would have won, thus like defeating the storyline of like making Swipe Right look bad. But since it's Chase University, which again, nothing against Chase University, but their win-loss record is like 1 win against like 7 losses. They weren't going to win Evolve. So I get it. That's actually a good point. Damn.
That is a good point. And I also have my question is, we all know that Jamal Hampton has a hip injury, which I hope he recovers speedy and quickly. But my question is, did the injury happen recently, or did it happen a while ago and they just kept it under wraps until now?
Oh, that's a good question.
Jamar said it was because of the tag match. Like, it was the tag match, and like right after he flexed it too much, and then he cracked his hip. That's what he said in his Instagram. I don't know if it's true, but that's what he said.
Yeah. There's another segment coming up that we can talk more about it, but yeah, I was just wondering that. Since you mentioned this could have been, it's a valid point, this could have been a match that was meant for them, and because it was just random and unexpected that Chase U came in. Like, they came in and lost, they left. Like, okay.
Yeah. You can't bring TNT because they'll look bad. You can't put Marcus Mathers and Aaron Work. That's like they already lost, so they can't lose again. And
TNT has just been under wraps. I don't know where they are.
Is Wesley hurt? Like, is something? Is that what that is?
I think they had to pull an audible. I think Swipe Right was supposed to lose to Isgal and Jamar, but they had to do a fill-in, which Chase U was the perfect fill-in, but I guess having Swipe Right make the win because they was on the roster, longer.
Yeah,
I think that was a decent call to make.
It was, thinking about it now, it was a decent audible because even if it's called, action figures would have lost, they would have done the montages that we talked about. They went to the gym and they tried to find themselves. They got more powerful, and then they came back as a comeback. That would have been perfect. Loss or win, it would have helped them tremendously. Either way. So, get that out there. Post-match.
or just wait, before you go to the post match, I was gonna say, or maybe this was always the plan because if your theory with the tag team titles being on the line, if they announce it to be on the line in 3 weeks and everything, more than likely they would have probably been in that anyway, whether they won or lost. So maybe this was just the plan anyway, or maybe they did a complete audible with the entire show. And I guess after the show, I'll get to my theory with that. So
I'll talk about that in a second. Like right now, we're gonna go to the post match. Jackson Drake post match says, I have right here, Vanity Project is regaining their momentum. Jackson is not really feeling this whole Keanu Carver Brooks Jensen situation. He doesn't want to defend the title against either guy's succession. It's a total disaster. Jackson says that everything is going to be all right because Bryce Donovan will take care of the situation. And I love that Bryce Donovan, like, he was still crapping up Bryce Donovan. Everyone's like, woo, he won. Jada still just being there as a hood ornament. And freaking Bryce Donovan like does his hair again, and Jackson Drake looks at him. Ricky Smokes' face. Bryce is like, "What's going on? Oh my god!" And Bryce is like, "All right, fine. We'll get to that later when we get to the end of the when we get to the third thing here." Next up, Jax Presley, or Diesel 1 and Diesel 2, I like to call them.
Wait, one moment. Sorry.
Huh? What?
Is that you covering the after the post match segment where Vanity Project came out?
Yes. No, Vanity Project was still in the ring, and they said that he's not like he's worried about Keanu and Brooks Jensen. It's a total chaos, and he wants Bryce Donovan to fix it.
Okay, no, I just wanted to comment on like how much I love the slow burn dynamics they're doing with those two, and how Bryce Donovan.
I want to give. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I want to say this though. I think it was Coach or Not Lost in Japan. Shout out Not Lost in Japan, where he said that. I think it was you, Coach, that you said that from episode 1 he was a dick, and episode 30 we root for him. We actually root for Bryce Donovan because we feel bad for him. From episode 1, we knew his plan was to adapt and try to get the best of the situation, and now we're in episode 30 where we're like, you're in a toxic friendship. You need to go. Like, these are not good people. Like, you're not a good person either, but not as bad as those douchebags. Like, so thank you, Coach, for that. That's why I loved your fucking review. Just all over the place. I love it. Okay.
What I also remember of when Donovan first arrived, I didn't like him at all. I thought it was just a generic emo guy. I really didn't buy him, like his very first appearance. Like, it just felt off to me. But yeah, definitely, where he is now, I think it's a vast improvement on where he began.
That's growth. We haven't had any growth from Zeta Steel. We haven't had any growth from Ricky Smokes, except Ricky Smokes is getting crazy. And Jackson Drake, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that in the rankings. Jackson and Harley are talking about that Stevie. Okay, here we go. Says that nobody on the Evolve roster wants to face them. Presley says that Stevie Turner doesn't need to make a tournament, so there might be a tournament for the Tag Team Championships. They should already be the Evolve Tag Team Champions. Presley received a text message from Stevie Turner. Adrenaline Drip has requested a rematch for next week. They'll accept the rematch and have no problem kicking Adrenaline Drip's ass again. Now, before we continue, here's the theory. And you can say predictions now, right? So next week is going to be Adrenaline Drip versus Diesel 1 and 2. We're running it back. All right. EOD. Who wins? And I'm gonna. And after everyone says who wins, I'm gonna say the kayfabe story I have. So go. Quick questions. Who wins? Adrenaline Drip or Diesel 1 and 2?
I think Adrenaline Drip might win this one. That way they can run it back for a third one, or some other team's going to interfere. It's either one or the two. I think it's what's going to happen.
All right, Terrell.
I would have to say Adrenaline Drip, just because they are Evolve, originals on the tag teams. They've been there longer than Jackson, Harley. So I would definitely have to go with Adrenaline Drip to win, and then they go compete for the titles.
Okay, Coach. Who wins next week? Adrenaline Drip or Diesel 1 and 2?
Yeah, to add to what Terrell said, I think Adrenaline Drip is being built as like the Evolve team, so I can't see them losing twice in a row to these two guys. So I think Adrenaline Drip wins.
Okay. Cardi M, Adrenaline Drip or Diesel?
Is Diesel the this new group with the two big guys?
Yeah, two big guys.
Okay. Based on experience as a tag team, I would say Adrenaline Drip. But based on strength and size, I'm gonna go with Diesel.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
I might expect Diesel to win, honestly.
All right. CJ Wolfie, who wins? Drip or Diesel?
I think the Diesels, because they up and coming, and they're probably need to try to get no losses now. So probably the Diesels.
Okay, I like that you're accepting the word the Diesels. I like that. Here's my booking. Adrenaline Drip beats Diesel 1 and 2. Swipe Right has already beaten Chase University, right? Now, they all go in Stevie's office, and they all say like they deserve a chance to become the tag team champions. Stevie will say, well, everyone here has a contendership for it because Swipe Right won, Adrenaline Drip won, and Diesel 1 and 2 won. It would have been the booking that Jamar Hampton and Skull would have been inserted, kind of like a Kaz and Enzo, so it would have been a fatal four-way tag match for the tag team belt. That would have been perfect because Adrenaline Drip and Diesel would have had a part 3, sort of, and then you can use either Swipe Right or It's Skull and Jamar as the pinnings. That would have worked in any way, but I think what's going to happen is that Adrenaline Drip's going to beat Diesel 1 and 2, and then Stevie's like, well, we have 3 teams that should have a chance, so we'll just do a triple threat. I kind of feel there's a triple threat. So if they do a tournament, there's only 4 teams. That's it. A 2-2, I guess. Round robin it, but other than that's it. Put that out there. I promised my girlfriend that I wasn't going to be mean. So next up, backstage, and I don't think I have it here, but let's put this picture. Backstage, Chewy Martinez is talking to Mason Holiday, Layla Diggs, Wendy Chu's in the background, Nikita Lyons in the background. Someone else is there too. Chewy Martinez talks about the importance of tonight's event. Mason Holiday has Chantel Monroe winning the match. Layla Diggs like, don't say her name. Don't say her name. Mason Holiday, like, okay, whatever. Layla Diggs has Kendall Gray. Nikita pokes fun at Wendy Chu saying, I quit. Oh, yeah, I love her. But I love that Mason Holiday is like, look, regardless of anything, Wendy Chu will still kick your ass. Let's be real about that. So I wanted to put that out there. Nikita whining, but I should have had a one-on-one. And she walked away. When Wendy Chu made a sound, they ran away. And then Chewy went to Wendy and like, who do you think's going to win, Kendall or Chantel? And then Wendy Chu says, this is going to be harder than she thought, and walks away, drops the pillow, and walks away. EOD, are we getting sleepy time, Wendy, or are we getting like a zombie that talks? Which is not fun to listen to, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. I don't want to hear a zombie that talks. That's called a person. Okay.
I'm not sure because back in NXT she did talk in NXT as this particular character. No, as this character for a little bit. So it's not. It's just she just never talked on Evolve and everything. But I like Sleepy Time, Wendy Chu. So I hope it goes that way. But I don't know. It just looked like she's tired right now. But I did like this whole segment. How Layla did. They were talking about Wendy Chu like she's not there, but she was there. So I do like the fact that Nikita did pretty much doesn't care about Wendy Chu, even though Wendy Chu was there. So it's not like she was talking behind her back. She knew she was there. And I don't think she was complaining, but Nikita did have a point. She never did get her one-on-one shot either at the title and everything. So run it down the line, maybe she will. So she does have a point with that. And I'm still holding out hope for my Chantel Monroe, Mason Holiday, Layla Diggs faction. They did seem like they were rooting for Chantel to win, even though they knew that Kendall's like really, really good. So I like the whole thing. I thought it was a good segment. And it was a little bit different. The fact they started out not in a backstage area like an interview, just in a general area. And Tree was there just handing the mic and asking questions. So I like that.
Yeah. No hate. See how I'm not saying any hate? That's amazing, right? CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on this promo and
I'm proud of you,
saying that? Your thoughts. Go on.
But yeah, it was pretty decent. And with Nikita, yeah, that is true though that EOD that yeah she didn't get her singles match, which she might end up getting gifted soon. So we're just gonna see. But Mason Holiday, just saying stuff and no Wendy right there. And with Wendy, I don't know, she might go to the sleepy time her gimmick, but she might just stick with this and maybe just maybe talks here and there, maybe just do something new with it or come up something new with it. But we'll probably see. But yeah, a pretty decent little promo.
Okay, thank you for that. Cardi M, Wendy Chu speaks. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually pretty excited about this just because I'm a newer fan to wrestling in the last like year or two, and I've never seen Wendy Chu speak before. I'm sure she just hasn't spoken as part of her like zombie gimmick, and the sleepy time thing was different. So yeah, I'm excited honestly to see something different from her.
Okay, Coach,
And
your
I
thoughts
was
on
a fan
this?
of her before too, but I'm still excited.
Okay, that's cool. Coach.
I loved specifically in this whole segment how much story progression we got, or at least teases. Like we know Nikita Lyons is still after that championship. I think he's probably going to be the first challenger for whoever wins that succession, because both women in the match are baby faces, and Nikita Lyons is the perfect deal for that. I also love that we're still building the little faction with Chantel Monroe, with Mason Alday kind of being on her side, which I thought was a nice detail and a little tension between her and Layla Dix. But with Wendy too, I'm not sure what we're doing there because I thought he was gonna go back to the babyface stuff, but it doesn't look like we're doing that anymore. Or at least it's a very slow burn then. But I think we're gonna get like I said it in my video, not exactly like the Riddler from the Batman, but like kind of a weird, menacing bad guy who still talks. I don't know exactly
Yeah.
how to articulate it. I feel like we're gonna get some weird stuff with her, like yeah, I don't know exactly what, but I don't think she's gonna go to a babyface. I just think there's gonna be a new layer to her as a villain.
Okay, I like that. Terrell.
Yeah, I kind of like this segment. My name is Terrell Jackson, and shout out to Chuy Martinez for giving us the word on the streets. Yeah, no I'm playing. He did his thing. I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nice
He did
jacket.
his thing. Yeah, it came off as more like it literally like came off as if he was like literally like y'all know how it was like back in the day, like Yo TV raps or something like that, or
Mhm.
Yeah.
like
I'm old, so I
yeah.
remember.
Yeah, it kind of had that. It kind of had that feel to it. So I actually enjoyed it. But yeah,
Okay, I see the reference now. It's like Yoti and MTV back in the '90s, where all like the rappers are like next to the pool table, and
yeah,
they told the interviewer like, "I know they're smoking a crap load of weed, but you gotta go in there and ask them some questions, bro." Like, oh
yeah,
man, and they have to like
yeah, yeah,
it's so
yeah.
awkward.
Yeah, it kind of felt like that. It kind of felt like like you finna go into a whole bunch of like you finna go into a room full of rappers and like yeah, y'all, we out here. Like I liked it. It was pretty dope, and I felt he was like real comfortable when he was doing the interviews and stuff like that in that way. So it was pretty different. As far as in with Wendy Chu, mm, she seems sad, bro. Like it's not sleepy time. Sleepy time, she was very happy. You know what I'm saying? Um, then we had, beautiful nightmare Wendy. And next we're about to get no sleep Wendy.
I mean, I have a theory on this.
Yeah,
I think for Coach, you brought it up. I think it's going to be like a slow burn back to sleepy time.
yeah,
But let's look at it this way. Let's say Wendy fights Nikita Lyons in a couple weeks. Nikita loses. Nikita wins, and then Wendy, some of her makeup got off, right? But she never cleaned it. So every time she has a match, some of her makeup gets like taken off and taken off and taken off, and then like that's her going back to normal. But her demon side is still there. But it's like you're not in control of me anymore. I'm just breaking off the layers of what I think that's gonna happen. Like
you
slowly
know
but
what?
surely she's turning back. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You know what I would like to see though?
Yeah.
Like not even gonna lie. I would love to see her go back to Mi Ying, man.
That's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say.
Ooh,
Three
yeah.
faces of Wendy Chu.
Man, when
With
she was
that
Mei
as her ultimate
Ying,
form,
bro,
Yeah,
like
he was dangerous.
go back to Mei Ying, please. Like, let these people know you're not playing no more.
That's true. And you can
that's
have
what I
three
always
faces in
thought
one
they should have
match.
done.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Wendy
she
Chu's
dangerous.
like her normal thing. Sleep. The zombie one is whenever you kind of piss off that one, but then that other one, that's her because she used to just grab people by the throat and take them out. Before and that might be
Yeah.
her ultimate form. So like, I know they're doing a three faces of Bailey right now, but I'm like, you can do a three faces of Wendy Chu
Yeah,
and
and I,
You
everything.
have
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's coming. Like, that's the next step. Like, okay, she tried to play it nice, didn't work. She, the
Yeah.
beast was the demon was conquered, but we ain't seen the beast,
person.
like the
Yeah.
true beast.
Yeah.
And
We haven't.
I feel like Mei Ying needs to come back, man. Mei Ying needs to come back and just wreak havoc.
Yeah. No, you're
Mm.
right though, because if you're there for a long time, you got to set it up. And you can, by the way, you can do a three faces of Wendy match. She could come out and zombie in the first match, and then take off her makeup and do the sleepy time in the second match. Take off that makeup and become Mei Ling at the third match. Just straight up psycho. Like, just you can set it up if you want to
Yeah.
do it that way. Kelly and Wendy, they have not had a match, a one-on-one match. I want to put that out there. It will happen in the future. We just don't know when.
Hey, Coach,
But
you are familiar with the with Wendy Chu's Mei Ying character, right?
Yeah, I remember that was when she was like the leader of Zaya Lee and what was
Yeah,
his name? Boa.
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 Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 oh man, shout out to Boa. I miss his
Man,
ass. Oh man, they tried with Xia Li with the
That
ninja gimmick and the swords. I'm like, too bad for them. All right,
Zaya Lee.
okay,
Zaya Lee's in TNA
yeah,
right now, isn't
Yeah,
she?
she's in TNA now.
She's
Yeah,
yeah, she's in TNA. Yeah, she's
so
in
Yeah.
with
TNA
Zaya
now.
Brookside.
maybe,
Yeah, I think.
maybe
I love that too.
laying. I mean, yeah, maybe Mei Ying
What?
can come back and like kind of turn Zaya Lee to the dark side in this TNA NXT war or something like that.
yeah.
They can bring TNA to evolve to people as well. Like this TNA doesn't have to stay in NXT. You can bleed people and evolve as well to have some fun and
Mm-hmm.
kind of like recruit. But we'll talk about that another time. Next up, and this is the part that I get sad, but we get some happiness behind this, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second here. Stevie Turner's in the back, and she has to inform its Skull just some bad news. He tells its Skull that Jamar had to crack his hip, and he'll be out indefinitely. Its Skull says, "Oh man, that sucks, Stevie. He gymmed too hard. He can't compete with its Skull." And I love that you're still a heel, you piece of shit. Your new best friend is hurt, and all you gotta do is think about yourself. I love you for that. You're a narcissistic man. I love you. All right. Now, before we get to the, and by the way, next week there is a button of a woman fainting and Cardalla's foe saying, "Oh, Tay Wilder," but that's next week. What we're gonna see now is, for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, the first time ever in the history of its Studometers, we get a Studometer live.
We're live, dummies. Keep it down. Are you weak and pale, ready to fail? Or tanned and jacked, ready to attack? No feelings, only facts. That's for the Studometer to figure out pretty fast. And today, on the stud menu, drum roll, please. We got DJ Chopper and Love Dog. Shot through the heart. Whoa. Love Dog. The haircut is looking minty fresh. You're looking great, but the pecs, dude. Do you train chest? Yes. You see my pecs? My pecs are looking CGI. As you can see, the bar is pretty high. Love Dog, you get a 7.5 on the Studometer. Now, TJ, the 10 is 10 and you're looking pretty bronze, dude. But the question is, are the quads quading? Do you train legs? Alright, TJ, you're looking mint condition. Thick condition. You're getting a 6 on the Studometer, dummy.
There's a lot of potential, boys, but there's a lot of work to do. So let me know who do you want me to rank on the Studometer. Until the next one, dummies!
Mm.
Thank you for that, ladies and gentlemen. That was a steadometer. I don't know who the hell those two people are, but I feel bad for the second guy because you showed your quads and he still laughed at it and gave you a 6. So EOD, thoughts on the live steadometer?
I thought it was really good. Usually I wait until now, but because it was like a live steadometer, I was like, okay, he might do another one, is what I was thinking. But I thought it was pretty good. He is out of control with the steadometer. This thing, you need to trademark it. Make sure WWE doesn't try to make sure you can't do it in case you go someplace else. But I love the steadometer, and yeah, now he's doing it in the actual map. That's crazy. So I like that. I liked all the steadometers. So.
Okay, even that. By the way, he's 7.5. Jackson Drake is a 7.9. I wanted to correct myself. Matt Cardona is a 9. Put that on. He's not an 8. Terrell, steadometer.
Yeah, steadometer is always very entertaining, and I enjoyed it. The live steadometer is actually pretty dope, but EOD is right. He definitely need to trademark the steadometer because someone is still trying to get their tank out of the vault.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying who, but I don't care who it is. It's true.
Shotzi, man. Don't disrespect Shotzi, man.
Oh, my bad. I forgot tank is actually a word for tank. She ain't getting that tank back. She ain't never getting that tank back. I swear. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, my God.
Triple H's daughter is going to use that tank when she's old enough. Like, time to play the Triple H's daughter's game. But, Cardi M.
Wait, his name is not Triple H. His name. Okay, I gave him a little respect with what he just recently did with Triple H and AJ and the whole thing with LFG.
Yeah.
Okay, so his name for right now is going to be Mr. Levesque.
Okay.
But the next, but if he drop on the main card, like if he just keep failing the main card, it's going back to Mr. Levesque. Mr.
Levesque. All right. Cardi, thoughts on this steadometer?
I thought it was cute. It was different than the other ones. Yeah, I liked it. Nothing more to say.
Okay.
So it's got
Coach.
I like.
You like this stuff.
You guys remember back in TNA when LA Knife was still Eli Drake and he had the dummy button?
Yeah.
They should
Yep.
give back to his gal with his whole thing with the dummies and that. I think that would be funny. But yeah, for the steadometer, I love it. You should start doing this on Evolve too. Like, it's really entertaining, and especially now without Jamar Hampton, he needs to like keep that momentum up. I think this could be really cool if he actually did it here. But yeah, I loved it.
CJ.
Yeah, it was pretty good to see a live one at an event, and it was something different. So yeah, he probably need to keep going with it now since he's by himself, and keep it rolling, and actually do one at an Evolve event too, like be out there and ring the one there too. So yeah, they always gonna be hilarious. He just be going crazy on this. So yeah.
Yeah, I also think he should compare it to Jamar. Like whoever, when he does the steadometer, you got the 10, and then you got Jamar and everything.
Yep.
And then that way it kind of shows, like, even though he's a narcissist, he does kind of care about Jamar, and it's a way to kind of remind people that him and Jamar are still kind of a team. He misses them. At the very least, he can do it kind of like that.
Oh yeah, like it can come to a point where like it's Gall does some Santeria stuff with creatine powder, where he gets a chicken and he tries to like rub this stuff on him and egg yolks. We can go nuts on this, ladies and gentlemen. Just do like it's Gall from Predator 2, like Jamaican stuff. But I want to say this: viewer discretion is advised, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, because there's some shit's about to be real, about to be said. Keanu Carver promo, and I don't think I have him in the background. I don't actually. All right, Keanu Carver says, Jackson Drake, tonight, your worst nightmare is about to take place. I got one final roadblock standing in my way before I crush your ass and take the Evolve Championship in succession. Coach Jensen, I don't know you and I don't care to know you smooth. You might be smooth in the ring, but you're going damn near have to end my life life to stop me from getting that Evolve Championship. You ready to do that? I'm like, okay, this is not Bloodsport, Keanu. I want to say that real quick. When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna smash the same way I did to those WWE ID kids. He calls all of them ID, even though they're like maybe 4 years under him, or even older than him. Thatcher's way older than you, bro. You don't know where I'm from, and you don't know where I've been through. You don't know what I had to go to get here. You walk the streets in D.C. I had to fight my way to get to the front porch. Now, this was a typo, and the place I'm reading this wrote that typo. He said the roadblocks are gone. The text and in Tubi says the Roblox is gone. I'm like, I don't think he talks about Roblox. I'll put that out there. Well, I'm not playing with nobody on this roster. No reject cowboy is going to stop me from getting that title shot, so you better watch your back because that Evolve Championship is mine. Now, EOD, and anyone who's watched Dragon Ball Super, is Keanu Carver Jiren? Same backstory. He does not want to lose. He would rather die than lose. Your thoughts?
Well, for me, when he's talking about a reject cowboy, I was like wondering which one he was talking about because we have a couple cowboys on the show. But
Jensen.
I mean, I knew he was talking about Jensen, but it's like we got a couple cowboys on the show, a couple different cowboys on the show at this point. Like me, I'm a super casual Dragon Ball Z fan, so like I don't think I've made it that far into the show. So so I don't know about that, but hey, I was in college when I was watching it. Sometimes those episodes, those fights last like 2-3 weeks for one fight. So
yeah.
Dragon Ball. But first off, Dragon Ball Super came out in 2017 and there's 131 episodes.
Yep.
That lets you know like how far behind.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you this one thing. Me and my son have watched that religiously. He can quote any episode because before we get to Terrell, the whole purpose of Dragon Ball Super was one word: trust.
Yeah.
That's it. Just to remind people, we trust each other to the very last second of our lives. You see, we're going to do a Dragon Ball Super review in our lives too in the future. Terrell, go!
The energy that Keanu Carver brings, man, it's like nothing I've ever seen on WWE before. I can't really say I can't even really compare it to anybody really, because I would say Mark Henry or Jacob Fatu, but the energy that he bringing is just straight. Like I don't care. Like I'm gonna die to get to that belt.
That's dark.
Yeah, he didn't even say I'll fight for every inch of my life. No, he just straight up said it, and I'm like, bro. Like,
if you don't work on the ball, there's other things you can do. He's like, nah, son.
Like, what am I watching? Like, is he fighting for street cred or is he fighting for a championship belt? Like,
his Lionheart is what it is.
Like, bro, I feel like when he become Evolve champion, he just gonna crush the belt and be like, yeah, it's the hardcore champion now. I'm the hardcore champion now. Take it from me. See me anywhere.
That's what I'm scared of. If he becomes champion, woe to anyone that has to fight him. The first three people, they're dead. They're just fodder. But
for real, like Evolve is gonna completely change. Like they're gonna be in the middle of Brooklyn. They're gonna be in the middle of Times Square. Like, yeah, I don't need no wrestling ring. Come see me in the middle of the street. Come see me in the middle of the Big Apple.
Oh my god! Shout out to Carver. All right, let's keep it going. All right, Cardi, thoughts on Keanu Carver promo? Close.
I thought it was all right. Like super memorable. I feel like a little bit, but I feel like we barely see him, and then he has the same type of promo. So.
Okay, I get that. I respect that. All right, Coach, your thoughts on this promo?
Yeah, I don't know shit about Dragon Ball Z, so I can't make that comparison. But I do think he gives kind of like Bane energy, the villain Bane, because I can kind of see him doing that type of energy. But yeah, the promo itself, it was very good. I feel like I want to see him cut a promo in the ring sometime because like all of his promos are always backstage and it's cool, but I actually want to see him get out in the ring and have actually some in-ring promo time. But overall, it was still a really good promo. I love the intensity it brings. It's like you guys said, it's like nothing else really in WWE brings that kind of intensity that he has, and I really enjoy
Yeah.
that.
Okay. If you can, I know you're not Dragon Ball Z, and that's fine. I would say watch episode 122, 123, and then the last two. That would show you a comparison of why I think Keanu
Yes.
Carver is CJ Whoopi go. Go on now.
Yeah, I like it. I love the promo. It's pretty good. And yeah, they need to stop playing with Keanu now. That man, yeah, he does get that Jiren presence for real. Like, yeah, he gonna get you one way or another. He gonna die trying to get that belt too. So, but yeah, it was pretty good. And I hope actually hope he does win. I want to see that roundabout.
Or
Need something
we could
different.
say, oh my bad, baby.
go on,
I know you.
Oh, go ahead.
I was to say, or if it helps you coach, Wolverine energy. Like Wolverine will fight you anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's anti. Like he's anti everything. Like if you want to go X-Men, I would say like Omega Red. Like he knows he has the power to back it up, and he knows that he can whoop your ass, and he thinks that no one can beat him. That's basically Omega Red.
Yeah.
Put that out there.
Oh yeah.
No DC too, but we're not going to DC talk. That's a whole other show. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. Main event: Kendall Gray versus Chantel Monroe. The winner will have Carly Armstrong for the WWE Evolve Women's Championship. This was a 10-minute match. I thought it was gonna be more, but once the entrances came in and all the other stuff, it was 10 minutes. I want to put that out there. It was a very smooth transitional match up until Chantel get to the top rope, and then Kendall did like a belly to belly suplex, like over the head suplex. And then I told Cardian because we were watching this live together. I was like, wow, like maybe Chantel got a stinger. Like Chantel got a weird stinger during the match because they felt like she was really slow, and then Callie and Kendall was kind of like, hey, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do this. That happened. She was going after the arm. Chantel Monroe was going after the neck because of her special. In the end, after the belly the belly to the top rope, Kendall did a jumping arm breaker for the 1-2-3. Post match, I want to put this all together. Post match, Carly Bright comes in. Kendall's in a trance. Kendall doesn't even believe that she won. And Carly has to like shake her a little bit and say, hey, Kendall, come back. Kendall was in like, I'm in an arm breaker mode, this will come back later in the future, ladies and gentlemen. Then she raises her hand. Callie Armstrong comes out. She claps, like just being her, and we end it there. I want to give this match a B+. The stinger at the halfway point where Chantel was kind of like doing it in slow motion, I didn't like. But the fact that now that we call Kendall Gray the arm breaker, once he puts the arm breaker, she's in a trance. She won't stop until either you tap and the referee, because I saw that. She tapped and she didn't let go. The referee had to touch her a couple times for her to let go. That's the difference, Dia Hale. You wait until the referee pulls you the hell off. Then you do it. But then when Carly Bright's like, hey, I'm your friend. Kendall looked at her like, oh, you're a giant arm. You're just one giant arm. Wait, oh, my bad. Oh, hey, best friend. Like, she's just Wolverine mode. Red lust. So, EOD, your thoughts on the match? And again, Kendall Gray just being in this weird arm breaker trance after the fact. Because she was like that for like 10 seconds, and then she came back.
I really liked the match. It really showed to me like Chantel Monroe is good enough to be an Evolve champion and everything. She's one of the top people there because she's so like short compared like to everyone else and everything. But I like the fact that it's they make her she can go and everything. And Kendall, they're showing y'all were alluded to it earlier about almost like face versus face, but Kendall has like a little bloodlust or berserker rage that goes to her when she gets that arm. And the difference between like her and Thea is not out there to actually hurt anybody. Kendall doesn't care. She wants to break your arm, and unless you make her not break your arm, she's gonna break it. So I like the fact that when she did have her in the mode, the hold, the ref was like, okay, okay, it's over, and she still wasn't like, no, it's over, get off her. Then she's still in attack mode even after the match because, like you said, Bright was out there trying to congratulate her, and she was about to go take her out too. She has nothing to do with the match. So I did like that. I like the fact that Callie came out there. So it all ties back in from the very first episode. Eventually, it was always going to be Kendall Gray versus Callie Armstrong for this Evolve title. So
Yeah, one thing that Evolve continuity.
Yeah, go on, Cardi.
No, I was saying one thing Evolve has done well is their continuity with the storylines.
Okay, that's true. That's true. We'll get to you in a second. And trying to find a spot. You're skipping a little bit. Terrell, your thoughts and rating of the match. And again, if a Carly Bright and Kendall match happens, you know that it'll be all playful banter. Once Kendall snaps, that's it. Your thoughts, Terrell?
So this match, to me, I would have to give it a man. You already know what I'm finna get this match. I'm finna get this match an S.
and that's
To me, I'm not gonna lie. To me, the
I'll be right back. I get the charger.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, to me,
Got a button.
yeah, I love it. No, honestly and truthfully, the match to me was actually really good. Chantel Monroe is actually tapping into her gymnast side of herself, and you can see it when she keep competing in these different matches. You can tell that she's really tapping into her agility more. And if they keep it up, she could honestly be like almost like a luchador type of wrestler if they really tap into her and train her up to be that. I really believe she could do it. Which would be a very good look. Like, she don't have to wear a mask or anything, because we know luchador is a wrestling style, not a look. But as far as with Kendall Gray, man, Kendall Gray made me so proud. She is making me very proud. She's making me very proud, because when you put somebody in the submission lock and they tap, you don't let go. Don't let go. Hold on tight, man. And then just yank the body part off. And on top of that, I say when WWE 2K26 come out, they need an animation to where you tap somebody out post match, you have the option to keep the hold on, and they can't break it up until I feel like they should.
That'll be awesome. You know what? To be a dick,
I don't think they ever done that before.
I know, but to be a dick, that'd be awesome. But you have the option, like you're playing online, right, and you beat the guy, but just for insult to injury, you automatically disqualify yourself and give it to him. Like, I gave it to you because I don't give a crap. I just broke your arm.
Because they already give you the option to do post match attacks. So just imagine when you have somebody in a submission lock, and which I know a lot of people's gonna do it online. It'd be dope for people that's making content. So you don't have to like loop it or have to do some type of modding or anything. It can already be built in the game. So as soon as you do a submission hold, and that person or the opponent, or like if you're doing a universe mode for YouTube or something like that, to add to the story, if a person's doing a heel turn or something like that, just have them hold the submission hold on like some type of capability to where like you press a certain type of buttons to hold it or hold it in position, and the referee's trying to like get you off, the bell is continuing the ring. I don't think they ever did that in any of the games WWE has made before. So I think it'd be a good addition. But yeah, other than that, Kendall Gray, I think she's really going through a change. And if she does this to Carly Bright, because we already seen her do it backstage when she grabbed her that one day, and Carly was like, I would like that hurts. Like, I'm your friend and you gonna do that to me like that? Like, but hey, if they have a one-on-one, it's gonna be bad.
then you can do it. You can set it up. You can set it up friend to friend where Carly Bright wins and does a winning streak where she has a title shot against Kendall, and Kendall's doing the playful banter. But once Carly like speeds it up or like revs it up, it's done. It's just a foregone conclusion. And I love that. But before we get to Cardi, but actually no, Cardi M, your thoughts and rating of the match.
For the Chantel Monroe and Kendall match, I thought it was good. It was like armbar gymnastics competition, just with their two different styles. So my rating, I'll give it a B plus.
Okay.
I will say it was like the outcome was kind of with the way it was going. It's like, okay, Kendall Gray is losing for the first half of the match. I think it's a turn. You can see where the turn is, and then Chantel Monroe, Kendall Gray ends up winning. So I think impressive wrestlers, and but again, Evolve has been going with the continuity of Kendall Gray as Callie Armstrong's like strongest opponent. So
all right, great analysis. I like that. Before we get to Coach, 2 clips I missed. Clip number 1. I gotta put these out there, so I
on the surface, but savage at the core. Look at her go, aggressive on KG. Chantel Monroe truly has gotten better every single week here on Evolve. Well, she's got a chip on her shoulder. She knows how Kylie Ray screwed her in that 4-way like we talked about. This is her chance. I did not view it that way, but obviously you and the SST see it differently. I mean, she's sliving. She's slaying and living her best life. I said it. Sliv it. It's 2025. Get with the lingo, Peter. Come on, you're on the radio. You're so great. Ooh, and during the break, Swipe right finding their way. As you see Ricky Smoke going for a pinfall early on 2 count. I mean, Peter, you got to remember, Swipe right are like Steph Curry and LeBron James of Evolve. Jackson Drake, he's like Mahomes. Zeta Seal, she's like Britney Spears, and of course Bryce Donovan. He's kind of like Weird Al Yankovic. None of those people go together. What are you talking? They don't have to.
That was so disrespectful.
I'll put that out there. Even the disrespect from Robert Stone, like Bryce Donovan's the weird, not even the Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al was cool. How dare you compare Weird Al to that ass? All right, don't. He was nerdy, but he got that bush. Ladies and gentlemen, did everyone say their ratings? I think everyone did.
B. I forgot to do a rating, but I gave it a B.
Coach. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, thank you. Coach, your thoughts and rating of the match?
A great match. I personally really enjoyed the match. I'm going to give it an A. But what I did like specifically after the match, which was with Kendall Gray kind of ignoring Carly Bright. And I feel like we're slowly building a story where Kendall doesn't really care about Carly Bright. Like, remember a few weeks ago when Carly Bright won her match? And then right after the match, Kendall just took the mic, said, yeah, congratulations. And then just started making it all about herself. And even tonight, she didn't even celebrate with Carly. Carly was the one celebrating with her. She just ignored her. So I feel like we're building something where she doesn't care about Carly. Carly's just kind of there for her, just like a little puppy for her to play with. And then eventually when she wins the championship, it's just not going to be important to her anymore. But overall, the match, I really like the match. Chantel Monroe really impresses me. I feel like every match I see of her, she just keeps getting better. And I said it in my video, I think I might have to switch up and make her my favorite women's wrestler on Evolve because she's really good, especially that super kick she gave. I really like that. But yeah, great match. Abe.
Okay. CJ Wolfie.
I give it a B plus. It was a pretty good match, and I was impressed by Chantel. She's improving a lot more in the ring lately now. And Kendall Gray, she's improving more too, and then get add on to with her signature move, the arm breaker. Yeah, it's pretty good. So I like, and look forward to seeing her and Callie next week, in 3 weeks for the title. So yeah, I give it a B plus.
Okay. I actually I give this match a B plus because again it was a little sloppy at the end. The fact that, and thank you for bringing that up, Coach. It goes deeper than that. If you remember, like episode 5 or 6, Carly in the fun facts, when they talked about Kendall Gray, like, oh, Kendall Gray is supposedly Carly Bright's best friend, and Carly Bright is like, it's Kendall's best friend. Like, it was always a one-sided friendship. And now they had a camaraderie with Wendy Chu. That's out the picture. Kendall might win the belt, and the only person that might have a chance to take the belt off Kendall is Carly. Because again, the thing I was gonna say about her trance, there's a weakness in her armbar trance. She goes into a trance, and then you can switch it up into a pin. It's happened before, where Wendy Chu was choking her out, and she instinctively went into a pin, even though she got passed out. Carly Bright has been training with Kendall side by side. So in the future, you can say, yeah, you're an arm breaker, you're an arm specialist, but you've been training with me for years. I know how you think, I know how you act, and I know how to counter your moves.
But it actually almost happened in this match too.
Yeah, true. That is true, and that's something that can be in the future. Callie sucks in submissions. We've all known that. And the only submission specialist that's out there is either Wendy or Kendall. There's only two. I don't count a submission with her big butt, Nikita Lyons. That's not a submission. I don't care if you bounce on people for them to tap out. I've actually seen live shows. People tap out when she does the splits on people. I don't know why. Why X-Pac didn't win a match by doing the Bronco Buster and someone tapping out. That's not okay, anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Evolve, episode 30. It was a very product heavy show in terms of storyline, but 2 matches next week. We're gonna have Keanu versus Jensen, and we're gonna have Adrenaline Drip versus Diesel 1 and 2. And possibly a third match. We don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, because it's episode 30, and I want to give a shout out to Not Lost in Japan and Coach. It's time for the character rankings. We're going to go by episode. We're going to say their names, and we're going to all, as a whole, rank. We have buttons for that, and then we're just going to say what we thought about them, what we think about them as a whole. All right? So episode 1 started off with Carly Bright and Kendall Gray defeated Danny Palmer and Kelly Armstrong. We all know that Kelly Armstrong lost, and then she became a Karen, and then went after Danny Palmer. We'll get to that episode later. So let's start with Carly Bright and Kendall Gray. EOD rankings on both of them. And again, this is episode 30 now, so we're just ranking them up until now.
Okay. For me, Kendall is an A, Carly is a B.
Okay. All right. Terrell, Carly, and Kendall.
Kendall is an A, and Carly is a B.
I got these buttons ready to go. Cardi, Kendall, and Carly Bright rankings.
I'm gonna switch it up here. They're both A's. We just need to see that same side of Carly Bright again.
Okay. What's the rank you give them?
I said both. They're both A's.
Okay. A's.
A, so.
Okay. Coach, Carly and Kendall ranking.
I'm gonna give Kendall an S and then Carly a B.
Ooh. Okay. Damn. All right. CJ Wolfie. I'm counting all these numbers, brother. I'm counting all of them right now.
Yeah, Kendall Gray is A+, and Carly, she's a B+. She improving.
Okay. All right. So we have an A, a B, and 2 A's and a B. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, Kendall Gray is an A. And Carly Bright collectively is a B. It's the other part. Danny Palmer and Kelly Armstrong. I give Danny Palmer a B- because she was there for a short time. She could have been the rival for Callie. That could have been the rival right there. They were just something that could have been started, but again, she got pregnant and she broke her knee. Then she got pregnant and then she retired. So I give her a B-. Kelly Armstrong, A+. No. Sorry, A. Because she needs to get better on her mic skills. She needs to. She has to. She got the running down. She got the muscles down. She got the presence down, but she needs to get better on her mic skills. That's all I'm gonna say about that. EOD, Danny Palmer and Kelly Armstrong.
Danny a B, Callie an A.
Okay, I like that. Terrell.
I'm gonna give Danny a B minus, and I'm gonna give Callie an S.
Woo! I like that. Numbers up, numbers up. I like that. All right. Cardi, Danny Palmer, the short girl that was a tumbler, and Kelly Armstrong.
Danny Palmer was her mic skills were alright. Kelly Armstrong, A minus. The is for the Karen aspect you were talking about.
Okay, the talking. I get that. I respect that. All right. Coach, Danny Palmer and Kelly Armstrong. Mind you, Danny Palmer's retired. She retired after this.
I promise I'm not giving everybody S's. Kelly Armstrong is my only other S. So yeah, I'm giving Kelly Armstrong an S, and then Danny Palmer, I'm just giving a C because she didn't really do anything.
Okay, I give you that. Okay, all right. CJ Wolfie, Danny Palmer, and Callie.
Kelly Armstrong an A plus, and Danny Palmer I give her a B minus. She did all right when she was on there, so yeah.
She did all right, yeah.
Yeah,
Her tumbling skills was awesome. I still remember that match. That was a good match between Callie and Danny, but Callie won. That was pre-Callie. Next up, Keanu Carver defeats Trill London. Now we have to rate Trill London only on Evolve. We cannot rate Trill London that's on the LFG. That's not fair.
So wait, are we not doing the overall ratings of? We're not doing the overall ratings of Callie and Danny.
You did. You gave an overall rating of Callie. You gave it an S, and you gave Danny I think a C or a B.
Oh no, collectively.
Oh yeah, collectively. Collectively, that's the overall rating of what you're giving Callie. You know what I mean? Thank you.
Oh,
I'm a little confused here. Medicine. All right, let's continue, please. Explain, please.
No. You know how we just did the overall, like the collective of the first group? I thought we was gonna do the overall collective of the second group.
Okay, my bad. Okay, my apologies on that. We'll go back to that in a second.
Okay.
I want to talk about Keanu Carver and Trill London. We only have to base Trill London on the 2 matches that he had on Evolve. That's it. Not LFG. Could not all of us watch LFG. So I'll put that out there. EOD and then clockwise. I'll be back.
All right. Well, that's gonna be easy for me because I don't watch LFG. So for me, Trill, I'm gonna give him a C, and Keanu an A. So I guess Terrell will be next.
I'm gonna give Keanu an S because he is savage, and I'm giving Trill London. I'm giving Trill London a B because that's my boy, and I still keep in tune with him on IG. I don't really watch LFG, but I do still keep in tune with him, and I like the way he sold in that match.
I guess Cardi will be next.
What this one is?
Trill London and Keanu Carver.
Damn. I wish we would see more. I'll give him a B. Carver, I'm gonna give him an A or an S, really.
All right, Coach.
I'm gonna give Keanu Carver an A, and then I have a lot of love for Trill London, so I have to give him at worst a B. So that's my.
I respect that. You have to, because you watch LFG, and again, LFG matches in Trill London are really freaking good. But we can't compare that because again, we don't see that in Evolve.
Well, I haven't seen it, so I don't even have anything else to compare
I've seen
to.
clips.
So.
I've seen clips. That's it, and they've been freaking awesome. CJ Wolfie, Keanu Carver, Trill London.
Keanu Carver an A plus, and Trill London. Yeah, I wish we could see more stuff from him on Evolve, but so far we're seeing. I give him like a B minus.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that. All right, that's fine.
He did pretty good in the matches he had, so.
He did. He did. He's just like you fought
See, he
Harlem Lewis and
sold
you
it.
died. You know the two matches that he had though, right? Like he had a match with Harlem Lewis, then he died.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had a match with Keanu Carver, and then he died.
Yep,
I'm
too
like,
big.
you just not really good choices for matches.
That's
for your
why it
first
was
few.
a C for me.
Yeah, I get that. Shout out to Harlem Lewis, we love you. We'll read you in a second. Now, next rating: Jack Cartwheel, Cappuccino Jones, and Sean Legacy. And we're gonna do Jack Cartwheel and Sean Legacy first. So Jack Cartwheel and Cappuccino Jones, and then Sean Legacy. EOD go.
Okay. For Cappuccino Jones, I'm gonna give him an A. For Cartwheel, a B, and for Sean Legacy, an A.
Terrell.
Cappuccino Jones, I'm gonna have to give an A. Cartwheel, B plus, and then Sean Legacy, I'm gonna have to give him an A as well.
Okay. All right. Cartwheel, Jackson. Sorry. Cartwheel, Cappuccino, Sean Legacy.
Okay, Cartwheel. See, I'm gonna give him also maybe an S. And who was the third
S?
person?
Okay.
And the last person?
Legacy.
No, who was the one in the middle? I'm sorry.
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino. He gets a B. He's good, but he can.
It comes and goes. All right, that's fine. I'll give you that. A B and an A, and I think you gave Cartwheel an S. That's fine. Coach. Cartwheel, Cappuccino, Legacy.
For Sean Lexi, I'm going to give an A. And then I'm going to give an A to Cappuccino Jones and Jack Cartwheel too, but mainly because I really like them as a tag team and I kind of dig them as a tag team. Separately, I think they'd be very different ratings.
Yeah, that's why I'm not counting them as a tag team. We'll get to that when we get to the tag team. CJ Wolfie, Cartwheel, Cappuccino, Legacy.
Cartwheel, I give him an A. Cappuccino, I give him an A as well. And Sean, well, I give him an A. All A's. They all have improved.
I'll argue that. Now, for the villain side, Jackson Drake and Swipe Right. Swipe Right is a collective group because they've never fought in singles and Evolve. We'll put that out there. EOD go.
All right, I'm biased. I'll admit it, I'm biased because I've been from the very beginning when I first saw them. There was just something about them. So all of them get an A. Swipe Right and Jackson.
Okay.
I mean,
You're a little skippy,
I think that's
girl.
what's in the glamour.
That's it. Okay.
The glamour.
When I first saw the Swipe Right and Jackson Drake, I knew there was going to be something entertaining and very special. I already knew about Jackson Drake before Evolve, so I'm definitely going to give them collectively an A. Collectively.
Okay. All right. Cardium, Jackson and Swipe Right.
They get a B for me.
Wow. Okay. Coach, Jackson and Swipe Right.
Swipe Right gets an A, but Jackson Drake gets an A plus. I think he's just a tiny bit better than them.
Okay. Now,
I agree with that.
I agree with that, yeah. Because he's a smarky, misogynistic madman wannabe, but he gets the job done.
Yeah, he's evolution Randy Orton.
Yeah. But he grew up in the 50s. Evolution grew up in the 50s. He grew up a little bit. He doesn't really like women at all. I don't know why. CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on Jackson and Swipe Right?
Jackson Drake, I give him an A plus, and Swipe Right, I give them a B plus.
Okay. Overall, Swipe Right got an A, and Jackson Drake got an A as well. And here comes the A button. You got it right here. I think it did. Yes, it did. Yay! Okay, no one's got an F yet. No one's got a C. No one's got a D yet. We're gonna change that out, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. Evolve episode 2. Harlem Lewis against Braxton Cole. Who the hell is Braxton Cole? So EOD, Harlem Lewis.
Oh, I was trying to think of Braxton Cole. Trying to get the picture in my head. Harlem Lewis was he was an A for me when he was there. So
yeah,
at one point it looked like
paid
he
for
was
this?
going to be the guy. So
yes, he was going to be the Dijakovic for Keanu. But Terrell, Harlem Lewis, Braxton Cole gets an. You know what? Braxton Cole gets an F because you never came back. Sorry, I'm gonna press the button for him. Sorry, dude.
Remember who he
Well,
was.
you already know Harlem Lewis is getting that A, and yeah, man, Braxton he got to get that F.
Isn't Braxton the
does.
dude in the?
Alright.
Wasn't he in the singlet?
Huh?
Yeah, he was the guy in the navy blue singlet, and on the back of his butt it
One
said
time.
Brax. It said Brax on the back of his butt.
Oh, I remember that episode. You kept talking about that.
That was that was my very first one that I did a review for. Was the second episode. So, okay.
I feel bad. They gave him a promo and everything for nothing. Like, here, I'm Braxton. I'm a football guy. I'm like, oh wow, another football guy. Wow.
What happened?
Yeah.
He just had that one match and never appeared again.
Never appeared again. Like the bottle
But,
grew back.
but when I saw him though, I swear he did remind me of Jack Swagger.
He did.
Oh, they could have did so much with him, but they never brought him back for some reason.
Yeah. Now, Cardi M, Harlem Lewis. I get paid for this to beat up people for free. Let's go. Against Braxton Cole. All right, NA. All right, Coach.
Harlem Lewis against Braxton. Okay.
Harlem Lewis against Braxton Cole.
Harlem Lewis gets he gets an A. I would have liked the other guy gets an NA. I don't even remember him.
NA for me. All right, I get that. NA for Braxton. I feel bad for Braxton Cole. All right, Coach. Braxton Cole and Harlem Lewis.
Braxton Cole is an F, obviously, and Harlem Lewis has to be a B because I don't want to be biased with how good he's doing on LFG, so I have to give him a B.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's fine. CJ Wolfie, Harlem Lewis.
Harlem Lewis gets A, and yeah, Braxton Cole is an F. Yeah, he ain't appeared since that one match. So,
all right, give you that. All right, next match. Keanu Carver versus It's Go. We already gave Keanu Carver a overall rating. Actually, no, we haven't actually talked about Keanu Carver. Yeah, we did. So let's talk about It's Go. Rating for It's Go EOD.
In the beginning, it would have been something different, but he has grown on me tremendously. He is an A for me.
Yes. Terrell.
Man, my boy's getting an S because he is stacked. Oh yeah.
I respect that. Cardi, It's Go.
I don't even know what to rate this guy. I would probably give him like he gets a G because he's in his.
He has a G. Okay, I don't have that letter.
Yeah, there's no explanation.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is so clever. She gave him a G for It's Go. Yo, that's tight.
Yeah, and now I have to make a button called It's Go. Thanks a lot, Cardi. Jesus Christ. Damn it. That's all right. All right, fine. Coach, It's Go.
Easy S, the most entertaining men's wrestler on the roster by far.
Yeah, he is. All right, that gives you an A.
S, sorry, I said S.
S? Okay, cool. CJ Wolfie, It's Go.
give him an A plus.
Okay, damn, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get to
A plus.
two names. No, he does get A plus. So, ladies and gentlemen, he got an A, basically an A to an S and a G. So we're gonna press the S button here. Now, Zara Zucker and Kylie Ray. I give Zara Zucker a B minus because she was doing good. Then she disappeared about the whole mystery attacker storyline. And Kylie Ray got pregnant, but I will give Kylie Ray an A. She did her work. She was the WWE IDs Championship. She fought. She fought Wendy Chu in a last standing match. She fought Chantel Monroe. She is always the general in the match, so A plus for me. Sarah Zacher, B minus. EOD.
All right, well, Double Z, I give her a B. Like, I really like her. I hope she comes back. And Callie, I'm biased on her because I've been following her for a long time. She's an A. She just knows what to do. So
Okay, I give you that. Terrell, Zara Zacher, Kylie Ray.
Zara Zaka, I'm gonna give a B. I would really like to see her come back. Um, like I said, the same thing. For what I said about Chantel earlier, I really think that if they train her up to be, she could really tap into that luchador style wrestling. I think it'd be pretty dope. And you already know how I feel about my technical wrestlers, so you know that Kylie Ray is getting an S for submission specialist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I
yeah,
respect that. I respect that. Okay. All right.
yes.
Cardi M. Cardi M. Zara Zacher, Kylie Ray.
Zara Zacker's gonna get a B from me. She's another one we haven't seen in a while. Kylie Ray is gonna get an S.
S. Verb. I respect that. All right. Coach. Zara Zacher, Kylie Ray.
Kylie Ray gets an A. She's been really good, and then Zara Zacher gets a B, but mostly because she hasn't been here at all. I think she'd be an A if she actually appeared more.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. She,
I agree with
by the
that.
way, she disappeared at the same time as Jen Tala. I want to put that out there. When Jen Tala disappeared, she disappeared as well. CJ Wolfie, Zara Zacher, Kylie Ray.
Zara, I give her a B. Yeah, I really do miss her on there. She was really good when she was on there, and I get Kylie Ray A plus because she's a vet. You know, she's real good in the ring, great personality. I hate that she's not gonna be appearing that much, but yeah, I give her a good A plus.
Okay. All right. Next up, Wendy Chu, Aria Bennett. Wendy Chu gets an S because of her story time and her work. She's been a gatekeeper in Evolve. They've said it. Aria Bennett gets an NA because she lost 3 times in a row and then got her knee broken. So just an NA for me. EOD.
All right, for me, Winnie Chu gets an S, but I've been a big fan of Winnie Chu forever, and yeah, she's done like good work on there. So my first S, Wendy Chu, and Aria Bennett. I really did like her. It's like I kind of want to give her a B, but she just hasn't been around and everything. So I'm gonna have to give her a C. But I really, really like her. I thought she had like really good potential, but I know she's injured right now and stuff. So it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been like episode 12.
Yeah.
Terrell, Wendy Chu, and Aria Bennett. The next 2 people after that is gonna be laughable. So
Yeah. Aria Bennett. I'm gonna have to agree with EOD. I think she had good potential, but she hasn't been around due to injury. So I'm gonna give her a C plus. But Wendy Chu, got to give her an A plus. Definitely.
okay. All right. Cardi M, Wendy Chu, and Aria Bennett. I don't think you watched it when Aria Bennett was around, but Wendy Chu, I know you can.
Yeah, I've seen since the very beginning. Aria Bennett gets a B. I don't remember her that well because she hasn't really come out since then. And Wendy Chu gets an S again, obviously.
Okay. All right. Respect that. Like that, man. Thank you. Coach, Wendy Chu and Aria Bennett. Again, Aria Bennett lost 4 in a row, then her knee got hurt.
So Wendy Chu gets an A, and then I just had to search up Aya Bennett real quick because I do not remember at all. So I can't give her anything but an F because I don't remember anything about her.
Yeah.
Damn. The bun's going to get pressed afterwards, so I respect that. CJ Whoopi, Wendy Chu, Aria Bennett.
Oh, Winter getting the S for sure. And Arya, she was pretty decent when she was last period on there. But yeah. Yeah, I got C.
Okay, I'll give it that. Now the next two names are really laughable. Oro Mensa and O'Reilly Osborne.
Oh man.
Uh, Oro Mensa gets a Oro Mensa gets a D. He was there to have potential and he got wasted. O'Reilly Osborne gets a D as well, just for the fact that Coach, a person that we popped out of nowhere, had the same pants reference that CJ will be brought up as well. D. Both by around the end. EOD go.
Yep.
Um, for me, I hate to do it, but for both of them, C.
Damn. Terrell.
Unfortunately, Aura and O'Reilly they're getting to see,
Okay.
and
Damn.
it's actually sad for me to say that because I enjoy both of them on NXT
Yeah, I
and
like them as the group on NXT.
yeah,
But
man, it
Mm-hmm.
sucks. It sucks, man. And then O'Reilly, he was basically like our Evan Bourne of NXT. So yeah, it pretty much sucks. But yeah, when we get to the end, we're gonna talk about this look of his.
Yeah, buddy.
Mm.
Cardian. Oro Mensa and O'Reilly. You suck, fans.
Yeah, sadly, I'm also. I mean, I just hardly remember at this point. Romanza, it sucks that he got sent to Evolve and then just taken off
That
altogether.
happens.
So
All right. Coach. Oro
Both of
Mensa
them
and
have to get.
O'Reilly Osborne.
Yeah, both of them have to get a C. They were there like one match and then they were just gone. So C is all there is for them.
Okay.
One
Damn.
and done.
All
Goodbye.
right. I know. What's up? CJ Wolfie.
I really hate it for them because they both are really good wrestlers. For them just appear like once and then they'd be done with it. But both of them had to get a D.
Wow.
damn.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
we
I
got
hate
to,
it.
like, yeah, I said it.
Wait,
C or D.
overall, like the use on NXT and all that, you giving them a D?
No, in this team, no.
No, Evolve.
No, just
Oh,
involved.
on
No, I'm
Evolve.
saying
Oh, okay,
if
okay.
in
Yeah.
NXT, it would be higher.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
two D's, and everyone got a C. So basically, it's a D.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
See, it kind of sound like EOD.
It does sound like EOD. I
Next
got
time a
It
D
does
comes up,
sound like
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
It's on New Cut. You can look at New Cut and check that out yourself. All right, episode
But yeah, he
3.
had
March.
yeah,
Yeah,
O'Reilly had his wife's pants on.
yeah, that was wrong, and that's why we laugh at that. Episode 3, March 19th, 2025. Brinley Reese defeats Mason Holiday. So Brinley Reese and Mason Holiday. Brinley Reese gets a C minus. No, you know what? Brinley Reese gets a C because I liked her storyline where she was always saying things, and then when Chuy Martinez and someone like, "What'd you say?" "Oh, I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? I didn't say a damn thing." You know, like she was like she had like the split personality and kind of like I liked it, but she got hurt. So now she's not. Oh, no, I'm sorry, she's not hurt. She's in LFG. So I give her a C. Mason Holiday,
Oh,
B minus because she makes
I'm
her own
gonna
clothes. Go on,
I'm
go
gonna
on, coach.
interrupt. Brittany isn't an LFG.
Oh, she's hurt. Okay, she's hurt.
Yeah, she's a. I believe she had some sort of leg injury or shoulder injury, one or the other.
Okay, so C. All right, fine. Mason Holiday, B minus. Brinley Reese, C. EOD go.
I remember liking Brinley Reese. So I'm gonna give her a B. And Mason Holiday, she's greatly improved since I've seen her. I'm gonna also give her a B.
All right, Terrell.
I'm gonna give Mason Holiday a B plus. I think she's really decent in the ring. She makes her own ring attire, and she's starting to get better with promos. So I think it's pretty dope. She's coming out her shell more when she talks. And then for Brinley Reese, I'm gonna give her a B minus. and that's only because I feel like the angle that they was going with when she was winning, but don't remember how she won. Man, I thought that was just. I feel like they was going to lead into something real special with that, like how she just be so aggressive, like dang near, like hurting people, like using it to her advantage to win, and then it's like, yeah, but you know what was up with the behavior that you just had in there? What are you talking about? Like I liked it. It was pretty dope.
Okay, I did like it too, but you got to wait until she comes back for that. Cardiel, Brinley Reese versus Mason Holiday rankings.
Brinley Reese gets a B, and Mason Holiday. I'm gonna give her a B also.
Okay, I hear that. All right, I respect that. All right, it's Coach Brinley Reese, Mason Holiday.
I'm gonna give Brinley Reese a B because I feel like what she was doing before she got hurt was really interesting. And then for Mason Holiday, I'm gonna have to give her a C because I really like her, but I still feel like she's a bit behind some of the other girls in a lot of
Yeah,
aspects.
yeah, I was gonna give her B minus. She's not there yet. Like she has the close down, but she's still missing
Mm-hmm.
something. I get that. CJ Wolfie,
Yep.
Brinley Reese, Mason Holiday.
Brilliant Reese, she can get a B. Like the last time she was on there, a few matches she did, she was doing pretty good. So yeah, she get a B. And Mason Holiday, she get a B minus. Yeah,
Okay,
she needs some more improvement. She did, but she just need a little bit more improvement.
all right. And the overall, ladies and gentlemen, it was a. Now, this is gonna get a little tricky here because this is not. This is a 3-man group, but this is in 2 separate episodes. Gallus, which is Joe and Mark Coffey, and Jordan
Oh, I
Oasis and
forgot
Sam
about that.
Holloway.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's do like okay, let's do Sam Holloway last. So let's do Gallus as a tag team by itself, and obviously there's Wolfgang, but that's next episode. So Gallus and Jordan Oasis, which when I say his name, ladies and gentlemen, I think I still have it here. Yes, I do. Here we go.
You want to know what's in this backpack?
Gallus and Jordan Oasis, your ratings. Again, Jordan
All right.
Oasis is gone for the time
All right.
being. You know,
All right. For me, Gallus, I don't give a damn what type of combination you put them in. It's always going to get an A for me and everything.
Yep.
They just always going to get an A. And Jordan Oasis, surprisingly, I think when it was all said and done, he ended up as an A for me. I liked his story, and then he could go in the ring, but his character work, like that, can trump a lot of stuff for me. And so for me, Jordan was an A.
you know what you sound like, EOD? You sound like that when you bought a Volvo 620 and you didn't expect it to be a good car. It actually was a reliable, good car. Shout out
I
to
did
Volvo.
at first. I didn't know about. I was like, I wasn't sure about Jordan Races, but as it went on, I was like, yeah, I'm like really invested with this guy. So, hey,
All right. I read that. Gallus, let's put Gallus as a whole. Wolfgang as well. Gallus as a whole, Terrell, and Jordan Oasis.
Gallus will forever get an S for me, man. Especially my boy Wolfgang. That was my boy right there, man. The Coffee Brothers, and then Jordan Oasis. When I first seen him, it was mysterious for me, especially with the whole Nomad thing, because I love I think I told y'all I love the Ghost Recon series. And on the PlayStation 4, I played a lot of PlayStation 5, but it's on PlayStation 4. I played a lot of Wildlands and I played Breaking Point a lot. So yeah. And so man, I'm gonna have to give Jordan Oasis an A+. Hopefully he comes back. I hope Booker T signs him and another wrestler that we'll get to later, but what's in that backpack, man?
I know. They could do an Undertaker thing where he comes back into the ring and they show one light and the light's just the backpack. And they do the dong.
You know what I think is in the backpack?
Go
I
on,
think
go on.
what's in the backpack is that he had pumpkin those super pumpkin spice Oreos. I think that's what's in the backpack. He just had them first.
That's true. We had some
Yeah.
gold for Stevie. Get his job back. But all right, Cardi, Gallus as a whole, all three, and Jordan Oasis. What's in the backpack?
Say that again?
Gallus, which is Joey Mark Coffee and Wolfgang, and Jordan Oasis.
Damn, I miss Gallus.
I know we all do.
I get an S, obviously, or an I for iconic. And Jordan Oasis, a B for best endeavor. Being clever today.
Okay.
All right.
And
And
you
a
know
cat.
what,
Sorry.
Cardi M, I want to add on to that. I love that she said I for iconic because, hey, do y'all homework on who they was training behind the scenes. So
I thought she was going to do the pose, but we can't see her. The iconic. So as soon as that's what I was thinking.
for real.
I love her.
The
but she
inspiration
fall.
now.
Women,
Weren't Gallus also
yeah, the
weren't
coffee
Gallus
brothers,
also training with The Rock when he was getting ready to return? I think I
Yep.
read
Wolfgang,
something.
Yep.
Wolfgang, and not Joe
Mark.
Coffee, but
Mark.
Mark Coffee
Mark. Yeah.
and Wolfgang was training The Rock to get back in shape, and then Joe Coffee, he helped Randy Orton and AJ Styles woke up.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
And
other
then they
stuff that
got
they did
fired.
too behind. Yeah, it's other stuff that they did too behind the scenes. But man, they dropped the ball, letting them go, man. Because they have so much. They done so much in the wrestling business as a whole, man. And shout out to that Kurt Angle and Joe Coffey match too. That was amazing too. It was like on the indie show.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
All right. Coach, thoughts on Jordan Oasis and just Gallus as a whole, all three.
Jordan Oasis gets an A because at the end he was really starting to get me into him. And then Gallus gets a C. What they did in Evolve just wasn't entertaining to me at all.
Okay, I respect that. That's blasphemy to everyone else here, but I respect that. CJ Wolfie.
Guys gonna get an S. And Jordan Oasis, he gets an A.
Okay. So overall, Gallus as a whole gets this number. It gets like a good B. And Jordan Oasis gets an A. Chantal Monroe, Layla Diggs. Chantal Monroe gets a B for me. I like her moves, but her speaking is not quite there yet. Layla Diggs, she had one good match that she showed out, and every single time I've heard a podcast, they've all said the same thing. Why haven't we seen something better than that one match from Layla Diggs? Which we haven't. We have not. There's something close to it, or next to it, or near it, but it's not the same as that one match a few episodes, like a while ago, where she was kicking ass. So I give Layla Diggs a B minus, and I give Chantel Monroe a B as well because she's cocky, but she's not there yet. That's for me. EOD.
All right, for me, Chantel Monroe gets an A. I know she's not a finished product yet. Well, none of that's why they're involved. But she gets an A for me because she's shown to me that she could be a champion in Evolve. And the other Layla Diggs, right, was the when she fought that episode. And Layla gets a B for me because she's been improving, but I don't. She's to me not on the same level as Chantel is like right now and everything. But I think she could get there. So A and B.
Okay. Terrell?
Chantel Monroe, she gets a for me, and Layla Diggs, she gets a B.
All right. Cardiam. Chantel, Layla.
This one's kind of hard because I want to give Layla Diggs an A, but I feel like I'm already forgetting who it was. Chantal Monroe. She is like not quite a superb yet, but she's really up there, like just past an A in my opinion. So I would give her like an A plus, and Layla Diggs an A if I could do that.
All right. I respect. I like that. All right. Coach, Layla Diggs, Chantal Monroe.
I'm gonna be completely biased because it's my two favorite women's wrestlers on Evolve, so both of them.
As you should. It's your bias. I respect that. CJ.
Layla did she get like I give her a C plus, and Chantel she been improving a lot, so I give her a B plus.
Okay. Now we have a few minutes left. We're gonna have to do a part 2 of this, which is fine. We're only on episode 3 of this because there's a lot more episodes coming out, ladies and gentlemen. So let's finish this up for these last people here. Oh my God. Hayes Jameson, EOD go. That's the one that was drinking in the VIP, not even the VIP section.
See, I can't. Right, that's the only thing I remember.
She gets some C.
All right, Coach.
I'm gonna give her a B.
All right, CJ.
I give her a C. Well, C plus for personality.
I give her a D for drunk. Let's keep it going.
All
right.
Yeah, I'm probably biased again because of LFG again, so that's probably why.
Oh, that's where she's at. Okay.
Well, you know what? I respect you, Coach. But next time she comes to LFG, just remind her you were drinking on the job and Evolved. That's all I remember your ass did. Just like, woohoo, drinking, and you lost. All right. Now, Tyreek and Tyson, Draco Knox and Tate Wilder. So Tyreek, I know Tyson DuPont's gone. So that's an NA. This was his last match. He got released. Tyreek became Idris. No, wait, I'm sorry. TNT. No. So basically, sorry, my apologies. TNT and Draco Knox and Tate Wilder. EOD go.
Draco Knox to me gets a high B because he's everywhere. Who was the other one? Draco Knox and Tate Wilder.
Yeah.
Right now he gets a C. He has potential, but he's been on a losing streak. And TNT gets a C because they barely use him. I like him, but they don't use him.
They don't use him. All right, Terrell.
TNT they get a B minus. Yeah. Well, no. They get a C plus. They get a C plus. Draco, he gets a D for Draco. No, I'm playing. He gets a B plus, and then Tate Wilder, he gets a C plus for me as well.
Yeah, for not that good vibes. All right, fine. Coach, TNT, Draco, and Tate.
I'm gonna give TNT a C because they never did anything, and then both Tate Wilder and Draco Knox get a B because I feel like at least they're entertaining whenever they're on screen. That's a lot better than anything else.
I respect that. CJ Wolfie, TNT, Draco Knox, and Tate Wilder. Last people.
Okay, TNT, they get a C. Yeah, because they didn't make appearances. Tate Wilder, C, because of the losing streak, which you need to get out of. And Draco Knox, I give him a B plus.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I give TNT a C because they haven't done anything else. Draco Knox a B because he pops out more than he wrestles. Tate Wilder a B because he's a cowboy. I'm getting sick and tired of him, but my girlfriend fawns over him like a OF fan. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a part 2 of this tomorrow. Let's stay healthy, stay happy. We got to go, ladies and gentlemen. We got to go. All the descriptions are down below in the links. We are out of here. Peace out. Stay healthy, stay happy. And remember, Evolve is about having fun.
Thanks for watching. And remember, like, subscribe, comment, leave your thoughts down below, and all links are in the description.